All right, guys, Jared Psych Laurence here, founder of Modern Flirting, and tonight we're gonna be talking about if you can recover from an awful, heart-wrenching, gut destruction of a first date. All right, let's do this. So I'm not gonna lie, you know, if you're on a first date with a girl, that first impression means a lot because women especially will take any little thing and they'll assume like years go by, you know, like this is how he always is, right? Here's how we mitigate it. So the short answer is it's very hard. Can you? Of course. But this is not really a game of absolutes, yes and no. This is a game of probability. So if you absolutely have an awful first date, it's gonna suck. It's gonna be very, very difficult to recover from that. But we can mitigate this, all right? Because what's happening is a girl is assuming how you are based on her limited perception of you. And if you think about it, that's the whole point of dating, right? Is we're getting more and more seeing what this person is like, getting to know them deeper and deeper, and what do we like and what do we not like. But if everything's bad right off the beginning, then you just assume this whole person sucks and whatnot. So here's how we prevent this in the first place. Number one is if you've met this girl in person, right? And you had an awesome, amazing connection with her beyond just, yo, let me get your Instagram and like hook up, whatever, then she's gonna remember that. And she might give you a second chance, go on a second date, even if you bombed the first, all right? The other way of preventing this, let's say it's online dating, right? Where she's never met you in person, is FaceTiming. Give her more things to perceive you with. Let her like experience talking with you, FaceTiming with you, and building up the connection attraction from that as well. Now, assuming you've done all that, right? And you had this awful bad date, I would try to understand, and this is the whole point of damage control as a whole, is why was it bad? And instead of just going, all right, an awful date, is there some magic text I can send her? Or is there a video I can send her or something? Think, why was it bad? Were you too sexual? Were you too boring? Were you inappropriate? Did you guys really disagree on something? Did you tease her too hard? You gotta, and this goes deeper into like what's, you know, how to recover from a bad date. This is essentially damage control. And you have to negate whatever the bad thing was. So for instance, right? I went on a date with this girl I met. She was a cop, funny enough. Speaking of cops, one over here. So I went on a date with this girl, and at the time, I had a lot of sexual anxiety. I was still learning all this, still trying to figure all this stuff out. And what I realized was on the date, she wanted me to make a move. She wanted me to be more sexual with her, escalate, and I was just too scared. I couldn't go ahead and do that, right? So she didn't want to see me again. I bombed the first date. But what I did was I would start texting her and getting way more flirty because I knew that the problem was the sexual tension. So I would flirt more, I would make it more, and I really hyped up a lot of sexual framing with my text so that when I saw her, and this is my first like epic story back in the day, she was on shift and working. She worked in a jail, funny enough. And literally, like, I don't know if it's out of a porno or a movie or whatever, but she says, come visit me at this jail, right around here actually, Broward here. And I walk up those steps, I go into her office, and there's like this awkward tension at first. I'm like, I don't know what to do. But I remembered, hey, the first date sucked because I didn't make a move, so I said, fuck it. And I went for it, we started making out, and we ended up hooking up right there in her office while she was in uniform. She's not the most professional, I guess, I don't know. But the way I turned that around and had an epic second date, very epic second date, was because I realized what the problem was with the first date, okay? So those are my tips for the guys wondering if they bombed a first date. Number one, have more things for her to perceive you with by an amazing first interaction when you meet her, or FaceTiming before the date, and then and that's prevention, and if you still mess up the date, realize what it is that you messed up and that you want to turn around, all right? You do this, you will be getting a second date, my friend, all right? So look, let me know if that helps. Drop a like, leave us a comment down below, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Just go out, take action with them, set that frame early on, live that lifestyle, don't rush it, act like an awesome guy, and let me know how it goes in the comments below, all right? Do you see a difference? Is this changing the dynamic? I want to hear your thoughts. And look, and if you're struggling to even meet the girl in the first place, where, you know, Jared, this is great, but I need to get a girl liking me to begin with, okay? You're in luck. Down in the comments below, I have a guide on how to approach and attract beautiful women, even if you have massive approach anxiety and you always run out of things to say, all right? It is a paint by numbers approach to get you started so we can get you that girlfriend. Let's do it. I got you. Here's the best part, it's free, it's right there. Just hit the description, you know, see more. I know, another step, horrible. And then click that link and it's yours. I got you, okay? So enjoy that. And if you haven't already, I don't know what you're waiting for. Like the video, subscribe to this channel. We got more gold. Check out all the other videos we got. Because if you don't check it out, you're gonna miss out. Goodbye.